Plato's analogy of the cave by Emma Dan, Chloe Messer and Amy Chu. Imagine that these are prisoners who have been tied up and chained their whole entire lives. Their limbs and their necks and their ankles have all been tied up, and throughout their whole life all they have seen is what's in the cave in front of them. Behind them was a raging fire. Between the fire and the prisoners there was a stage where men held up various objects, including animals and other objects. With the fire burning between these objects, it cast shadows onto the wall in front of the prisoners. This is all they knew, and they were to believe that these shadows were the real forms of things. Suddenly, a prisoner was released. Woo! The prisoner stood up and turned around. He looked around into the real world, and he walked out to the real world. It was a struggle for him. It was one of the most painful experiences he had ever experienced. To the real world, he saw real light. In the real world, he was blinded by the sunlight. He realised that what he saw outside of the world, he saw the objects in their perfect forms, and realised that what they were seeing in the cave were just shadows. He went back to the cave to tell the other prisoners of what he had learned. No one believed him. They all kicked him out. I've seen so much, and they kicked him out. They didn't believe what he had said because all they knew was to believe what the shadows they saw on the wall meant. He believed he had been enlightened and seen the perfect forms.